Have you ever found yourself struggling in a web of thoughts you couldn't escape? Have endless, non-stop thoughts ever made your mind feel like it was about to explode? Today we are going to discuss an issue that negatively affects all of our lives: overthinking. Thoughts that keep you awake at night, dwelling on a simple event for days, constantly worrying about the future or the past. Does this sound familiar? If so, Stoic philosophy can help you. In today's video, we will talk about how we can control our habit of overthinking using Stoic principles. Let's get started. 1. What is overthinking and why is it so common? Overthinking means analyzing a situation excessively and becoming anxious in the process. In today's world, people are constantly exposed to information, which forces our minds to work nonstop. Social media, news, and continuous notifications from our surroundings distract us and lead us to repeatedly think about past experiences or future possibilities. Our mind tries to account for every possibility to avoid uncertainty. However, this often leads to increased anxiety rather than solutions, needlessly exhausting us. Stoics teach us how to manage our inner world to achieve mental clarity. According to them, overthinking is not entirely under our control, but how we respond to it is entirely up to us. 2. Overthinking from a Stoic perspective. One of the fundamental principles of Stoicism is distinguishing between what we can and cannot control. Epictetus provides a useful guide for dealing with overthinking. Do not worry about things you cannot control, because they are not in your hands. Most of the thoughts that loop in our minds are about past events or future possibilities. However, the past cannot be changed, and the future remains uncertain. So, what do we gain from excessive rumination on these topics? Stoics argue that we should focus only on what we can control. Once we recognize this, we will see how many unnecessary thoughts clutter our minds and drain our energy. We have 4 more ways to escape overthinking, but before we continue, don't forget to subscribe for more insights and personal growth tips. 3. The negative visualization, Premeditatio Malorum technique. One of the most effective techniques frequently used by Stoics is negative visualization, also known as Premeditatio Malorum. This technique helps you understand your fears better and confront them by imagining the worst-case scenario. Most of the time, when we clearly define what we fear, we realize that we have exaggerated it in our minds. For example, if you fear giving a poor presentation at a meeting, what is the worst that can happen? Most likely, a few people might criticize you, or you might get a chance to improve in your next presentation. The mind fears the unknown. However, when you explicitly think about the worst scenario, you remove the uncertainty, reducing the impact of overthinking. 4. Embracing the present moment in Marcus Aurelius Meditations. Marcus Aurelius frequently emphasizes the present moment in his work Meditations. He states that life consists only of the moment we are currently experiencing, and that constantly dwelling on the future or the past serves no purpose. Overthinking usually arises from regrets about the past or fears about the future, but the reality is that the past cannot be changed, and the future is entirely dependent on the choices we make now. If we fully focus on what we are doing at this moment, unnecessary thoughts that clutter our minds will gradually decrease. For Stoics, what matters is making the best of what is currently in our hands. If you catch yourself overthinking a situation, ask yourself, is this thought useful to me right now? If the answer is no, let it go. 5. Taking action, Stoic practices. The greatest enemy of overthinking is taking action. As Seneca said, we perish from inaction. As the mind continues to think endlessly, we distance ourselves from taking real-world actions to change things. However, Stoics emphasize that thinking alone is not enough. Taking action is what truly matters. Do you need to make a decision? Instead of overthinking it hundreds of times, take action and experience the result. When you notice yourself overthinking, ask, what small action can I take instead? Because thoughts only gain meaning when translated into action. 6. Stoic meditation and journaling habits like Marcus Aurelius. Stoic philosophers kept journals to maintain mental clarity. Journaling helps us see our thoughts more clearly and reduces the chaos in our inner world. At the end of the day, ask yourself, what did I think about today and how did I feel? This practice helps you recognize the traps of overthinking. Writing down your thoughts organizes the mental clutter in your mind. If your mind feels overwhelmed and you keep replaying the same thoughts, try putting them on paper. For Stoics, writing is a way of training the mind, and we can use this method to reduce our habit of overthinking. Conclusion: the path to mental freedom. Overthinking is a habit that wastes our mental energy. Stoicism teaches us to let go of what we cannot control and focus on taking action. By applying the teachings of Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca to your life, you can take a step toward mental freedom. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share your experiences with overthinking and how you apply Stoic methods in the comments. See you in the next video. And don't forget Marcus Aurelius' words: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength.